with 55 students, 10 administrators, and 21 days. Nixa College went in with a mission to build an all-girls school in Khartoum village, located in the westernmost part of Gilgit, Baltistan. Over the years, Nixa's vision of education has become clearer and manifested in various other forms. GBR 2.0 is an extension of that vision.
So this is a project that we've been that's been in the making for the last 2.5 years, and the first project of its kind started back in 2011. From that point on, I think the concept of what we could do as students started to evolve into something bigger and something which would have a far more overarching impact. I personally have two primary objectives. One clearly is to help people around us, but the other is to introduce our students to a kind of education that isn't constrained or shackled by textbooks.
The objective for GBR 2.0 was to have a sustaining impact on the community of Gilgit Baltistan, along with fostering the idea of community service amongst Nixa students and enhancing their leadership and teamwork skills, which are in line with the mission statement. Just like giving mock examinations before the final, the students had to undergo a training session. The students didn't just show up. They prepared themselves for the battle conditions by learning tactical skills which would be required. Training during Ramzan set the bar even higher. The journey to Khartoum was no less than an adventure of a lifetime. The monsoon season this year came with heavy rainfall, making the travel much longer than expected. The students traveled to Khartoum by train and then by bus. A journey which would normally take 36 hours took them 52 hours. This was just the beginning. Now, they had the real task at hand of achieving their goal within the set time frame. With the kids already out of their comfort zone, they had to adhere to a highly structured schedule. With their day starting at 6:45 a.m., every task and activity was extremely rigorous and part of a larger picture. Not only did the students show an unmatched level of zeal, it was their motivation that was the real strength of the project. They did not want the masons waiting for them, so every day the students showed up before time. The level of respect and hospitality started to show through this process. Locals of all ages would sit and watch the students construct the school with admiration, and students would greatly appreciate it for their hard work.
आबादी के लिहाज से और बच्चों की तादाद के लिहाज से स्कूल बहुत कम है। तकरीबन 40-50 के करीब स्कूलों की मज़ीद ज़रूरत है और ख़ुसूसन फ़ीमेल एजुकेशन के लिए हमारे पास स्कूल बहुत कम। तो ये हमें बहुत खुशी हुई, इन्होंने हमारा साथ दिया है, हम इनको वेलकम कहते हैं और इनके इस इक़दाम को बहुत सराहते हैं।
The students were exposed to a different type of lifestyle and culture, something completely different from their protected households in Karachi. Luxury students of the metropolis city are used to were shifted to a basic lodging with one mattress per student, a shared bathroom, no electricity and running water, and modest meals consistent with the diet of the poorer residents of Khartoum. Their days had shifted to adventures like taking hikes, like picking fruits from trees on the way, living by the mountains, taking baths in the icy rivers, all added to this experience. It helped them to look at life from a new perspective and appreciate the finer details.
Usually at this time I'm asleep at my place, but the struggle is real. We've got to do this. Things are different, the food is different, the people are welcoming, but it's a different experience. I haven't experienced this thing ever around in my entire life. It's really challenging, but it's totally worth it. I'm excited, and as all my colleagues are, and we'll do this.
Their efforts were not just confined to the construction. The students also had the task of cooking and serving food to approximately 120 people and managing their shift timings. Students worked in teams and shifts, and over the 3 weeks, each one of them was able to contribute to every activity, hence being exposed to a wholesome experience.
हमने कभी स्कूल नहीं पढ़ा, अलग स्कूल नहीं था इस वजह से, और ये स्कूल जो इधर बन रहा है इसलिए हमारे लिए बहुत खुशी की बात है। चलो हमने ना पढ़ा, हमारे बच्चे पढ़ेंगे स्कूल में, हमारी बच्चियाँ बहन भाई सब इधर पढ़ेंगे, इसलिए हमें बहुत खुशी है जो कराची से जो लोग इधर आकर बना रहे हैं स्कूल।
The objective of giving back to the society was not just confined to the construction of the school. The students took this passion to the next level by conducting medical camps in the village. With the help of local doctors in the area through Nixa Hospital, and imparting education and knowledge through Talim Sabke Liye, which was a summer school program for the local kids.
The best part about our camps was the overwhelming response, and our camp, although it had a lot of patients and a lot of people kept coming in, but the amount of patience and understanding they showed to us, along with the hospitality they showed towards us, was very, very amazing.
The experience gained by the students in these 3 weeks goes beyond what any conformed academic system can provide. With the right guidance, perseverance, focus, and passion, there is no task that cannot be achieved.
It was a very overwhelming feeling to be able to complete a project of such large scale in such short span of time, and to be able to do it collectively with people and as a leader as well.
We started the project with 2 stated objectives. The first one being that we want to leave a sustainable impact in the community that we set out to help. The second was to learn skills that otherwise would be impossible to pick up from a textbook. Looking back at the project, I think there's another much bigger win, and that is the self-belief that students have walked away with. Their belief that they can handle adversity, that they can deal with uncertainty, that they can work in teams, they can work in inhospitable conditions. As a result of this experience, what we have now is a group of students who are not only willing, but they are able and they are ready to take on significant challenges and move their communities forward.
1, 2, 3!